and welcome to our new stream. Today I'm going to revisit Ryze vs Leona, a very interesting game. Maybe you can learn something from it, or maybe I can learn something from it as well. So let's get into it. Alright, this is already nice that we had a winning streak here. And an important thing to know is that I had a game with the same Leona that sadly disappeared. I was too late to make a video about it. The game before we got completely obliterated by Leona and what I thought was her pre-mate, but it wasn't. Leona and Diana jungle. So she was really good and effective against us. And she did play really well, to that extent where I really did not know what to do. She could stun us all the time, and in the last game, and it was very hard to dodge anything she did. So anytime Diana would gank, I would be dead. So I fed like crazy in the game before, and we lost also really hard. It was not completely my fault, but we did not, win because of me either. So we did not win at all. So I rank up again, and as I get lucky again, I get the same Leona. She's friendly, she did not flame. But the enemy team in the last game thought I was pissed or whatever. So I didn't know how to play against her, to be honest. So I took tank runes here, as you probably can see here. So I could poke her better and would have a better sustain in lane, right? So it did work well. And maybe we can revisit and look why it worked well. Maybe it was just because she had not as a good jungle as the game before. So I knew I could start poking her, that's why I went here. So I can fill it up faster. And already here I got nervous because I was not warding here in the bush. So I did not know that Xin is there. But I felt comfortable I could still flash out and use ghost, and I couldn't poke a lot. So I'm poking and taking and CSing. That worked quite well this time. She was not able to do much, and my poke was insane here. So the gank was not that effective as the last game. Yeah. I could not really... Could I help here? Oh yeah, I even helped. Use my flash, and then Xin had to flash out. I would have flashed behind and killed him, but I did not have any mana, as you can see, so this is why I did not flash behind. Okay, let's see how it goes further. The poke is insane, so if you have some fighter champs against you, I really can suggest for you to take tank runes, because you're going to stay very tanky, and you can poke really hard with your basic attacks. Let's speed it up a bit. So you have to see, the game before it was for me impossible to lane against Leona. So it was a much better game for me with this rune. I can't think of the name right now. What's it called? Yeah, this rune here, everybody knows it. I just can't think of it now, of the name. It's super good for poking. Oh, and Akali dies as well. Yeah, let's fast forward to the interesting parts. What was good actually against Leona is that she does not have such a lane pressure as I have. She does not have as of a strong wave clear as I do. And I was better. I started to dodge her Qs better. The game before it was horrible. So already it was a different game for her. In the last game I could not get away from my tower, right? Because I was constantly ganked and camped. And she even would almost one-shot me. I don't know where this damage comes from. Okay, let's fast forward. Yeah, but we totally out-damage her now. Even if I baited her a bit, so she comes in the tower. We are winning the trades. Even the team is doing a bit better. Oh wow, this guy survived.
Right.
What were the stats of this game? Yeah, it was kind of even. Kind of out-farmed a bit. Yeah, I thought Mercuries were absolutely necessary. I started going tanky immediately. Yeah, let's fast forward. The poke is insane that we have. I just can't think of the name of the room right now. Yeah, I was not afraid here. Maybe of a gank, but not of her. So this was a huge improvement. No, wow, Xin is tanking a lot. So here already the game was completely different than the game beforehand. We had, I guess, a better jungle, and our tank runes and our build already helped us to do much better in lane. So we're taking this Drake here as well. Bot lane is destroying those guys. They can't really contest it. Heck, almost dying here. Okay. And Leona did not follow up, she can't because she already used her ult. So we are already winning here. Xin is pinging Leona, I guess, because she didn't come to help, but her TP was on CD. Let's fast forward because it's a Ryze versus Leona tutorial rather than how the team went. I always shoot my Q into the bushes because you see if someone is there. If you hit someone, you know that someone is there. So this is the power of tank runes. You can push faster. You have much better sustaining lane. And you have an insane poke with you with your basic attacks. She can't really kill me. That's what I thought. So I just kind of traded. Yeah. Okay. I tried to kind of make her jump into under the tower with her Q because she has no other option when she clicks on me. So when she Qs me and I flash away, she would automatically follow under the tower, but it didn't quite work that way. Let me see what is the name of. Oh, I can look later up. Everybody knows what this name of this rune is. I can later show you the rune path. It's fine. Okay, now Leona is over extending a bit here. She got no chance anymore. So basically the exact opposite happened to her than what happened to us. It said that she did not have the same jungle, so we can test our build and runes on her. But I can tell you that tank runes felt already much easier to play than phase rush that I had before, I think. Hacker is pinging for something here, I don't know what. Yeah, that's I think that's about it. Ryze versus Leona, it does work if you have a jungle who is kind of there doing his job. And maybe it's really easier if you're not being constantly camped like I did the game before. So if you constantly are camped, you should really be careful, obviously. When you play against, when you play against Leona, you need to be much more careful. I think this guy dies here. Yeah, he dies here. Yeah. When you play against Leona and you're being camped constantly, you cannot leave this area here because the second she Qs you, you're stunned, and if she ults you in that time, almost all jungle can just come here and CC you as well, and you die. So you cannot basically leave this area here in Ryze versus Leona. Unless you're ahead of, obviously, and her pokes do not work, but I would love to have shown you the game before because I could demonstrate how hard it was to do anything. Okay, let's forward this because we already won the lane. I was keeping her busy enough that she couldn't win the lane. She was kind of bound top lane, getting flamed by the pinks, kind of. And we have much more utility for all around helping the team. You know, we can teleport with our ultimate to help the team. We can push out faster, and if she loses the lane, she's kind of stuck there. She had to teleport back to hold the lane and stuff like this. So she might be valuable, but we already helped here with the ganks. We helped with the Drake. We helped with the team fights. So her whole team is already behind. She's basically useless. Only thing that the enemy can do is now wait and farm up, not engage into us because we are far ahead. And Leona would be, of course, always valuable since she is the master of CC. She can crowd control as fuck. So, but you cannot expect this in duo ranked, that the enemy team knows how to use her advantage. And seeing the pings, and I know what they were talking after the game to each other, they were already very tilted, so it was mentally almost impossible for them to do anything. They were already tilted. Yeah, I even escaped this here. Look at this, 4 versus 1, and I escape here against so much CC here, right? Yeah. This was a nice escape though. They missed everything. Yeah, right now it's just we are just in the flow. We are everywhere. Okay, nice. Let's move forward. Yeah, Leona is not in team again. She's again somewhere behind all the team. I think this is because of the flame. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. We already showed how to do and what to do against Leona. So we can just fast forward here. Yeah, they cannot fight us anymore. Okay, but we're also not doing any damage, so there's that. Because I went a bit too tanky here. What are my items? Yeah, I went Thimble Winter because I had really PTSD from the last game, so I went super tanky. I took this item. This was not necessary. Thimble Winter is good against high burst champions like Zed and stuff. But as you could have seen now in the team fight, we're doing almost 0 damage, so it was not good for that. But we're tanky also. We're tanking for the whole team. So this is the other thing. You're just freaking mana tank, right? Yeah, we're tanking the tower even here. Look how tanky we are. But we're also not doing any damage, so there is that. Yeah, she missed that. So this was a bad choice here. You did not have to take this Thimble Winter against Leona. It was just that I wanted to make sure not to fall off, but in team fight we were basically useless right now. We're almost. You need to do some damage with Ryze at some point. Let's speed this up. They're starting to play together with each other. The game is getting actually more intense. It is not that okay. Well, I want to say it's not that easy, but oh, wow. Leona just basically is tanking here really well. They killed already one of us, so it's 4 versus 4. So now it's kind of even again. I mean, we are ahead as hell, but we are even in terms of team fight, right? They could defend, so we actually have to get the Baron. We cannot just end. It was actually a really good game at the end. So some of us called Baron. I think it was even me. Leona and Xin going up there here for no reason. They are trolling each other instead of defending Baron. I know that this guy, at this point I know this guy is on tilt, so I just follow him and I know he cannot kill me because I have tank runes. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that, but we had Ghost and Flash, I think. Yeah. So, and Xin is leaving her alone. Oh no. Okay, it was not Leona's fault. This jungle was really toxic. Look, she came to help him and he just left her. So, we should have reported this guy. I thought actually after the game that she was toxic to him because he was not as a good of a jungle as her last jungle, but he was pinging her all the time. To be honest, I don't know what she was writing or typing, so we just see the pings here. So who knows what actually went down. Okay, this looks like GG here. Where is Ryze? What is Ryze doing here? No, dying apparently. No, yes. Oh, Jinx is coming back. Oh wow, okay. Jinx stays dangerous. What were her stats? Let me check out. Oh, Jinx is coming back big time. She has even better farm than... Oh, she's so far ahead than Tristana, like 50 farm more. 60. I mean, unlucky for their bot lane. They could have won this easy. But their mid lane is kind of behind. Which does not really matter, it's looks. Oh, Ryze flashing here. Yeah, this guy was kind of inting hard. Like, he was in too deep here. Look where he is, and this tower is nowhere from getting down, so he should have focused on defending Drake, because their team fight was actually starting to get really, really dangerous for us. So this guy basically tilted. Okay, let's see how this... I guess this is fight for the Elder, and it's basically what it comes down to now, who wins the game. Okay, their main carry dies. Damn, Leona should have protected her. Now they have nothing to stop us. Leona should, or they should have protected Jinx, because Jinx was putting out damage. So we can do now whatever. Those guys take objective, those guys pushing. Now we know it's GG. I guess I want to be sure. This is what you always should try to do, is to be sure. So if you're not sure if you guys can end the game, you just push third lane or the last lane that is still there, but obviously was not necessary, or it's not clear yet. Yeah, I make it sure that we win, so I take this here. Taking towers like it's nothing. They're still defending very well, but should be able to end it. So now the team gives up as well and just pushes the next tower. Okay, no, Sona has no mana. Ryze has no team right now because they go back. And I think they were just strong. We could not end the game. This is really crazy. I mean, even with Elder, we took all their base, and you know, maybe if he had perfect coordination, which of course you never have in late game. Okay, so since I noticed that I'm not dealing any damage with Fimbulwinter, I took Void stuff to counter this here. And I saw, of course, that Xin had a lot of magic resist here. I can see the time, so we are apparently about to end the game. So, but actually it was necessary to take some precautions to be able to end the game, because they were really fighting back hard. If Xin, if you look at the map, was not of a bit of a troll here, they could have defended here actually. But Xin is going to die here, of course, and those guys just end the game. So they ended 3 versus 4. So if they stayed cool, it would have been a harder game. But I just want to quickly show you my stats here. Not my stats, my build. What I picked. Yeah, this was Grasp of the Undying, of course. Yeah, I took this. because I almost never play tank. I don't have it in my. I don't remember all the names, but basically, it was something like this. Demolish. I think I took second wind, but you can. This conditioning is also nice, and overgrowth because it works well with demolish. Right, the tankier you get, the more damage you deal to the towers. I took against Leona magic resist, and I cannot remember anymore exactly what I took as a second path, but you know, I probably was something like this here. So we heal fast after she stunned us, or something like that. Yeah. So that's it, guys. This is how you can play against Leona. In principle, in principle, this rune path works against all fighters, like Garen, because you just can poke them as hell. You know, because Grasp of the Undying is just such a huge poke, and this is basically what you do with Ryze. Anyways, you do. Use your basic attack as often as you can to poke them down. I even destroyed early games so many times just with basic attack. People do not expect Ryze to do so much damage when it does. Alright guys, so thank you for watching. That was Leona versus Ryze. I thought it was interesting to share with you, and hope to see you next time.